Hello everyone. Today let us discuss one of the important concept called combining of ratios from the concept called ratio and proportions. The questions will be like this. A is to B, some values will be given. B is to C, some other values will be given, and they'll ask you to calculate A is to B is to C. There are different methods. Now let us understand the concept. Here the question. What the question says. A is to B is given as 3 is to 4. B is to C is given as 4 is to 7. And they are asking you to calculate what is A is to B is to C. See, majority of the members, they don't understand the concept. They will be directly using the shortcut things unnecessarily. Here, first you should understand the concept. Here we are going to combine the ratios. In order to combine the ratios, first we need to check out the two conditions. There will be two conditions. What are those two conditions? In that, first condition is we need to check out whether the given ratios are in continuity or not. Whether the given ratios are in continuity or not. What does it mean? Means if A is to B, means it is ending with B. Now the next ratio should start with B only. Then we will call that ratio as a continuing ratio, or it is in continuity. That is the first condition. Now the second condition will be whatever it is this repeating value. Here it is repeating value is B, or the same value is B. If B and B is same here, the value should also be same. The values which are representing B will be same. Therefore, what is that? Values of B or that repeating value. Values of continuing value. This is same or not. Let us check out in this question. Is it in continuity? Yes. First conditions got satisfied. Now, is the value of B same in both the cases? Yes. Here it is also 4. This is also 4. So, in this type of case, we can directly write our answer as 3 is to 4 is to 7 without using any other method. Now, let us check out this. A is to B, 2 is to 3, B is to C, 6 is to 5. Now, they are asking us to calculate what is A is to B is to C. What is the first condition? Continuity. Is it in continuity? Yes. It is first ratio is ending with B and the second ratio is starting with B. Now, what is second condition? The values representing B should be same. Are they same? No. If they are not same, we have to convert them into some same value. We have the basic property of the ratio. What is that ratio property? If you multiply both numerator and denominator of any ratio with the same value, then there will be no change in the overall value of the ratio. There will be no change in the resultant ratio. There will be no change in the result ratio. If you multiply both the numerator and denominator of any ratio with the same value, there will be no change in the resultant ratio. So, because it is 6 and this is 3, either we can convert this 3 to 6 or we can convert this 6 to 3. అర్థమవుతుందా? ఈ మిడిల్ లో ఉన్న 3 6 ఉన్నాయి కదా, 3 ని 6 అయినా చేయాలి, 6 ని 3 అయినా చేయాలి. సో విచ్ వన్ ఈజ్ ఈజీ? ఏది ఈజీ అనిపిస్తుంది? If you multiply this entire ratio with 2, then this 3 will become 6. Now, what is A is to B is to C? 2 into 2, 4. Now, 2 into 3 means 6, 6. It will be same value. Write it as 6. Now, again, only 5 is left out. Therefore, the answer is 4 is to 6 is to 5. Similar one. A is to B is given as 3 is to 8. B is to C, 1 is to 4. First condition, is it in continuity? Yes. Second condition, whether this representing values of B are same? No. This is 8 and this is 1. So we cannot make 8 to 1. It will give you some complicated ratio. So let us convert this 1 to 8. Therefore, ఈ 1 ని 8 చేయాలంటే మనం ఏం చేయాలి? What we need to do to convert this 1 into 8? Multiply this ratio with 8. See, no need to multiply and write it separately. You should try to write the answer directly. How? 3 will be like that only. It will never change. If this is 8, we have multiplied with some value in order to make this one also 8 only. ఇది 8 అవ్వడం కోసమే నువ్వు దేంతో ఒక వాల్యూతో మల్టిప్లై చేసినావు. సో మళ్ళీ 8 వన్స్ ఎంత అవుతుందని నువ్వు చెక్ చేయాల్సిన అవసరం లేదు. Therefore the answer is 8 only. Now 8 into 4, how much it is? 32. Therefore our answer is 3:8:32. Now what about this one? A is to B, B is to C. Is it in continuity? Yes. Then are the values which are representing the B are same? No. అయితే the difference from the previous one to this one is in the first question it was already equal. అది ముందుగానే ఈక్వల్ ఉంది కాబట్టి మనం దాన్ని ఎట్లాంటి మార్పు చేంజ్ దాంట్లో చేయలేదు. In the remaining questions, just by multiplying one ratio with some value, the middle values were equal. ఒక రేషియోలో ఉన్న వాల్యూని మల్టిప్లై చేస్తేనే మిడిల్ వాల్యూస్ ఈక్వల్ అయిపోయినాయి మనకి. Therefore మనకు అవసరం రాలేదు. బట్ ఇక్కడ ఏంటి, రెండు వాల్యూస్ కూడా డిఫరెంట్ ఉన్నాయి. 2ని 5 గా చేయలేము, 5ని 2 కూడా చేయలేము. We cannot make 2 to 5 and we cannot make 5 to 2 easily. సో జనరల్ ప్రొసీజర్ ఏందో ఒకసారి చూసుకుందాం. వాట్ ఈస్ ద జనరల్ ప్రొసీజర్? సో 2, 5 ఎక్కడ ఈక్వల్ అవుతాయి? 2, 5 ఎక్కడ ఈక్వల్ అవుతాయి? దే విల్ బి ఈక్వల్ ఎట్ 10 దగ్గర ఈక్వల్ అవుతాయి. అంటే ఇప్పుడు దీన్ని ఏం చేయాలి మనం? ఇంటూ 2. దీన్ని ఏం చేయాలి మనం? ఇంటూ 5. ఇట్స్ అ లెంతీ మెథడ్. వీ హ్యావ్ ద షార్ట్ కట్ మెథడ్, బట్ ఒకసారి జనరల్ మెథడ్ ఏమైతే చూద్దాం. 2 3s are 6, 2 5s are 10. Now 5 2s are 10, 5 7s are 35. See, are they in continuity? Yes. Now what is my A is to B is to C? The answer will be 6:10:35. 6:10:35. అర్థమవుతుంది అనుకుంటున్నాను. సో ఇప్పుడు ఏం చేయాలో చూద్దాం ఒక్కసారి. Again, the same question I'll be solving in a different way. What is A is to B? 3:5. What is B is to C? 2:7. Now, what is A is to B is to C? So this will be my answer. Now, just remember, this will be the shortcut method. Okay? See, what we need? A, B, C. In order to get the first one, multiply first two. These two. What is 3 into 2? 6. Just leave the middle one. In order to get the last one, multiply last two. What is 5 into 7? 35. In order to get the middle one, multiply the middle two. What is 2 into 5? 10. I'm just repeating. See, first కావాలంటే ఫస్ట్ రెండు మల్టిప్లై చేయి, మిడిల్ కావాలంటే మిడిల్ రెండు మల్టిప్లై చేయి, లాస్ట్ కావాలంటే లాస్ట్ రెండు మల్టిప్లై. In order to get the first one, multiply the first two. In order to get the middle one, multiply the middle two. To last one, multiply the last. This will be the shortcut method. So you may be thinking that why can't we use this in the previous questions? Previous question లో ఎందుకు వాడకూడదు? ఇక్కడ చూడండి ఇప్పుడు. If they are already equal and if you are using this so-called shortcut here, then what will happen? A is to B, 3:4. B is to C, 4:7. What is A is to B is to C? Is it in continuity? Yes. First one, multiply first two. 3 4s are 12. Middle one, multiply the middle two. 4 4s are 16. Last one, multiply the last two. 4 7s are 28. Is it a simplified ratio? No. Again you have to divide with 4. 4 3s are 12. 4 4s are 16. 4 7s are 28. See, unnecessary, we are increasing the values and again we need to divide it into get the simple ratio. That's why if they are already equal, I will never use this. And what about this case? Let us verify. What is A is to B? 2:3. What is B is to C? 6:5. Now, what is A is to B is to C? So shortcut method use just same method. 2 6s are 12, 6 3s are 18, 5 3s are 15. What I did ఇక్కడ ఏం చేసిన, ఫస్ట్ వన్ కావాలంటే మల్టిప్లై ఫస్ట్ టూ, మిడిల్ వన్ మీన్స్ మల్టిప్లై మిడిల్ టూ, లాస్ట్ వన్ మీన్స్ మల్టిప్లై లాస్ట్ టూ. First one 2 6 are 12, middle one 6 3 is 18, last one 5 3 is 15. Again, మనం డివైడ్ చేయాలా లేదా? డివైడ్ విత్ 3. 3 4s are 3 6s are 3 5s. So ఈ కేసులో in case if you are using this method or this method, పెద్ద డిఫరెన్స్ ఏమి ఉండదు. There will be no much difference. But I'll suggest if it is okay to you, go through this because there is no shortcut. Directly you'll be getting the answer. Now here also, I hope you got my thing now. Next, okay, this is a general method and I have given a shortcut also. Now let us use now. Is it in continuity? Yes. 7 3, we cannot make 3 to 7, 7 to 3. Then this case is the best one to use this shortcut method. In order to get the first one, multiply first 2. 2 3s are 6. Middle one, middle 2. See, 3 7s are 21. Last one, last 2. 4 7s are 28. So this is combining of ratios. One more example. Continuity? Yes. ఇది చెక్ చేసుకోవాలి. ఒక్కసారి ఏం చేస్తాడు వాడు, బీసీ ఇవ్వకుండా సిబి ఇస్తాడు. అట్లాంటి క్వశ్చన్స్ కూడా చూద్దాం. వాట్ ఈస్ ఏబిసి? ఇన్ ఆర్డర్ టు గెట్ ద ఫస్ట్ వన్, మల్టిప్లై ఫస్ట్ 2. 2 1s are 2. Middle one, middle 2, 9. Last one, last 2, 36. That is your answer. Now, next. Is it in continuity? No. See, question ఎట్లా ఇక్కడ చేంజ్ చేశారు చూడండి. సో వాడు ఏమి ఇచ్చాడు మనకి, A is to B is given as 5 is to 4, but instead of giving B is to C, he has given C is to B. So if C is to B is 2 is to 5, B is to C will be 5 is to 2. We need to convert it like this. అది మీరు కంటిన్యూటీ చెక్ చేసుకోకుండా షార్ట్ కట్ అని దాని వెంట పడితే ఆన్సర్ అనేది మారిపోతుంది. ఫస్ట్ వన్ ఫస్ట్ 2, హౌ మచ్? 25. మిడిల్ వన్ మిడిల్ 2, హౌ మచ్? 20. లాస్ట్ వన్ లాస్ట్ 2, హౌ మచ్? 4 2s are 8. ఫర్దర్గా ఏమైనా డివిజన్ పాసిబిలిటీ ఉంటే యూ కెన్ జస్ట్ గో ఫర్ ఇట్. ఇది జాగ్రత్తగా గమనించాలి మనం. We need to check out whether the given ratios are in continuity or not. If not, we will try to make them into continuity form. Okay, this is the case. Only till this point only two ratios are given, A is to B, B is to C, and they were asking you to calculate A is to B is to C. But question ఒక్కసారి ఎట్లా ఉంటుంది, like this. ఈ క్వశ్చన్ ఎట్లా ఉందో చూడండి. A is to B, B is to C, C is to D. Three ratios are given and they are asking you to calculate what is A is to B is to C is to D. So exam లో మనకి ఈ 3 ratios కూడా ఇంపార్టెన్స్ ఉంటుంది. సో ఒక్కసారి దాన్ని మనం వర్కౌట్ చేద్దాం. ఐఎమ్ జస్ట్ అజ్యూమింగ్ వాట్ ఐ విల్ అజ్యూమ్. A is to B, B is to C, C is to D. Numerator 1, denominator 1, numerator 2, denominator 2, numerator 3, denominator 3. I'll be assuming it. So ఒకసారి ఇది ఎట్లా వస్తుందో మనం ప్రాక్టికల్ గా చూద్దాం. A value, B value, C value, D value. In order to get the first one, multiply all the first values, means multiply all the numerators. That will be your first one. What is that? N1, N2, N3. Similarly, in order to get the last one, you need to multiply all the last values, or that means all denominators. D1, D2, D3. First ది కావాలంటే ఫస్ట్ ఉన్న న్యూమరేటర్స్ అన్ని మల్టిప్లై చేయండి, లాస్ట్ ది కావాలంటే డినామినేటర్స్ అన్ని మల్టిప్లై చేయండి. ఓకే, అండ్ ఇన్ ఎగ్జామినేషన్ పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ వ్యూ మనం ఏం చేయాలంటే వితౌట్ ఆన్సరింగ్ ద ఎంటైర్ థింగ్, ఒకసారి మనం ఓన్లీ న్యూమరేటర్స్ డినామినేటర్స్, దట్ మీన్స్ ఏ వాల్యూ డి వాల్యూ మ్యాచ్ అయ్యే ఆప్షన్స్ ఎగ్జామ్ లో ఎన్ని ఉన్నాయి ఫస్ట్ చెక్ చేసుకోవాలి. వీ నీడ్ టు చెక్ అవుట్ హౌ మెనీ ఆప్షన్స్ ఆర్ దేర్ సచ్ దట్ A and D values are getting satisfied. So after checking that, luckily if we have only one option, then there is no need of solving for the entire thing. But మనం అయితే ఇప్పుడు కాన్సెప్ట్ నేర్చుకున్నాం. So with this first value easily we can complete, last value easily we can complete. See, this is the first step, this is the fourth step. Now in the second step, see in first step how many denominators are there? ఇది ఒక చిన్న హింట్. Number of denominators 0. In the fourth step, number of denominators 3. Means in each step number of denominators will be 1 less than the step. Therefore second step any denominators undali, only number of denominators ఎన్ని ఉండాలి? 1 ఉండాలి. చిన్న హింట్ ఇది అంతే. Therefore, ఆ 1 కూడా ఎక్కడ ఉండాలి? Where that 1 should be? At the first place. Therefore, D1 means we are just taking this first denominator and remaining numerators. So what are the numerators? n2 and n3. Now let us check about the next step. What is this step? Third step. That means number of denominators will be 2, and where the denominators will be there? In the first case only, d1 d2, remaining all are numerators. How many numerators are left out? Only one, that is n3. Okay, this is with the hint, and directly, or I can say graphically, how we can remember it. See, I'll be writing it again. A is to B, n1 d1, B is to C, n2 d2, C is to D, n3 d3. What is A, B, C, D? Okay, now let us work out. First one means all first product, that is n1, n2, n3. Last one means all the last products, that means denominators product. What does it mean? d1, d2, d3. Now what about the remaining thing? See, second step means first denominators remaining all numerators, that is d1 into n2 into n2 into n3. This is a graphical way to remember the thing. And what about the third one? Now second step, one denominator. Third step, take two denominators, that means d1 d2, and remaining numerator. How many numerators are there? Only one numerator is there, that is n3. Like this, easily we will be able to solve the question. Now see how we are going to get the answer. A is to B is to C is to D. A value means multiply all the first values, that means multiply all the numerators. 1 into 2 into 5, 10. Now leave about this B and leave about this C. Write down the D. 4 3s are 12, 12 2s are how much? 24. Now how many options are satisfying such that A is to D will be 10 is to 24? Like means that means it can be 10, 24, or sometimes if you divide this 5, 12. Okay, other than this no options are possible. Therefore you have to check out for the options. But as of now I didn't give the options now. Therefore I'll be solving for it directly. So this will be 10 and this will be 24. If not, if more options are there, then what we need to do? Second step means how many denominators? One denominator. One denominator means 4, and remaining numerators 2 and 5. 5 2s are 10, 10 4s are 40 will be my answer. Now what about this one? Third step, that means two denominators will be there. Two denominators is nothing but 4 3s are 12. 12 into 5, remaining numerator 12 5s are 60. If there is a further division, then we have to go for the division. So can I divide the entire ratio with 2? 2 5s are 2 20s, 2 30s, 2 12s. This will be your answer. Now what about this? First we need to check out continuity. B ending, B starting, C ending, C starting. Therefore it is in continuity. Now A, B, C, D. First one means multiply all the first values. 5 2s are 10, 10 1s are 10. 10. Leave about this B, C. Now write down D. First one, last one should be given as a first priority. 7 3s are 21, 21 3s are 63. Okay, if only one option is there in the given options, then you can stop it and you can go for the next question. If not, what we need to do? Which step it is? Second step. How many denominators? One denominator. Remaining numerator. Numerators are 2 and 1. Therefore 3 into 2 into 1. Answer is 6. Now what about this C? Third step. How many denominators we need to consider? 2 denominators we need to consider. 7 3s are 21. Remaining numerator is 1. 21 1s are 21. This is 6. If there is a possibility of division, we can, or else you can just leave it like that. Now one more thing. Is it in continuity? Yes. B ending, B starting. C ending, C starting. What about ABCD? First one means multiply all the first values. 5 4s are 20, 22s are 40. Leave this B and C and write down the D value. What is D? All denominators. 7 9s are 63. Again, if it is an exam, check for the options. Okay, what about this? Which step it is? Second step. How many denominators? 1 denominators, means only 1. 1 into remaining numerators, 4 into 2. That is 8. What about this? Third step. That means 2 denominators. What are the 2 denominators? 1 into 7. Remaining numerator is 2. 7 2s are 14. If there is possibility of the division, then you can divide, or else you can just avoid it. Now this is the case of 3 ratios are given. 3 ratios are given and I am combining into one and only single ratio. Originally 2 ratios were given, we have combined into a single ratio. Now in this case 3 ratios are given and we have combined into single ratio. Now what about the case if the question is given like this? What is that? 4 ratios are given, AB, BC, CD, DE. Now we need to combine it into the single ratio. What is same thing? I will be writing here. Numerator 1, denominator 1. Numerator 2, denominator 2. Numerator 3, denominator 3. Numerator 4, denominator 4. Now, what is A value? In order to get A value, multiply all the numerators. N1, N2, N3, N4. Now, for some time forget about B, C, D. Work out on E. What is the last one? Multiply all the denominators. D1, D2, D3, D4. Now, which step it is? Second step. How many denominators? Only one denominator. That means only first denominators. Therefore, replace this N1 with D1. Now, it will be N2, N3, N4. No need to remember this formula. I am just trying to explain you in a clear way. Now, this is third step. Third step means how many denominators? 2 denominators. That means D1, D2, remaining N3, N4. Now, how many steps? Fourth step. How many denominators? 3 denominators. That means D1, D2, D3, remaining N4. Now, fourth step means 4 denominators. That is all denominators. Okay. Just comment the answer for this question in the comment box. Thank you so much. If you are not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. Thank you so much. If you have any doubt, you can contact me through the phone number which I have given in the description box of YouTube. Thank you so much.